As many already know, the F-4J has been announced to release with the update Winged Lions, and as many also know, it's the first US end-of-the-line Phantom since March of 2020. The F-4J is notably the first pulse Doppler radar-equipped Phantom that America has received, and frankly, it is a bit unfortunate that an American PD Phantom is just now being added, seeing as the FGR-2, one of the best Phantoms at top tier, has a PD radar and has been in the game since October 2019, even predating the introduction of the F-4E. To those still not informed, the F-4J does not seem to be currently a top tier aircraft. It has a number of attributes missing for it to be among the best at the top level, but it does have something that will definitely make it competitive. Upon the opening of the second dev server, it was discovered that the F-4J was given its AIM-7F Sparrow. Something notable about this particular missile is that it was mounted not only on naval F-4s, but as well as the F-14, F-15, and F-18. The AIM-7F was a Sparrow that had seen a greatly lengthened burn time, giving it a much farther range than the typical AIM-7E found on many previous Phantoms. Historically, it was able to carry up to 6 Sparrows at a time. The shortcomings of the F-4J are manifested in the form of two main deficits. The F-4J is of similar agility to the FGR and F-4C, given that it doesn't have maneuvering slats equipped like the F-4S that it would later be upgraded to, or like the F-4E in-game. This lack of maneuverability isn't compensated by any additional engine power, however, as the F-4J has similar engines to the F-4E, which are still a sizable upgrade from the F-4C, but still not as powerful as the British Phantoms. And like every Phantom besides the E, the F-4J lacks an internal gun. Also a notable distinction from other Phantoms is the inability to carry a Vulcan gun pod, rather using the Mark IV 20mm gun pod instead. It's also not possible at the moment to load a full air-to-air missile loadout while still equipping a gun pod. If you want to run 8 missiles, you're gonna have to do it gunless. The pulse Doppler radar of this variant in tandem with the AIM-7F is going to be by far the most important asset of the F-4J. The main disadvantage the F-4E has is its lack of this kind of radar system, making it unable to utilize its high-performance radar missiles to their fullest extent. Since it's a naval Phantom, it'll also have access to naval sidewinders, the AIM-9D, which it will have stock, and the AIM-9G. Being naval also affects its tech tree placement. It's placed right after the F-8E at 11.0, which may or may not change later. All in all, the F-4J is a good addition to the US air tree. It fits nicely at 11.0, not having any distinguishing 11.3 capabilities. The Pulse Doppler radar and AIM-7F are the two strongest tools available to the plane, but coming with the sacrifice of average maneuverability and engine power for an 11.0 aircraft. Although the F-4J is well suited to the game, I feel personally as though the F-4S would have been better for the viability of America at top tier, since it's essentially a modernized F-4J with F-4E maneuverability. Nonetheless, the F-4J is a good complement to the F-4E, with the former excelling at BVR and the latter being the best Phantom for a dogfight. Matching each other's roles is a good thing to have at top tier, and with the introduction of the F-4J, America now has its new king of BVR fighting.